When Chevrolet first revealed their fourth-generation full-size Silverado, they dangled it from a helicopter onto a massive stage.
Hey, our reveal is just as extravagant. Okay, so maybe we need more helicopter budget, but we're on dirt, and those used to be pine trees. So here it is, the fourth-generation Chevy Silverado. Okay, yeah, I can't. I'm not sure this looks that different from the previous model. There are 4 grille options, this is one of them, and it's bigger and beefier than the previous generation, but other than that, it looks pretty much like a Silverado.
It does have a steeper windshield and adds a roof spoiler for better aerodynamics, but also rides an inch higher than the third generation. Thanks to its new bigness, the second row in the crew cab expanded.
There are 3 more inches back here of space for your legs, but if you prefer to haul stuff inside, the 60/40 seats fold up. There are a lot of cool storage spaces. Check out that cubby. It's pretty neat. This is bigger than some apartments I've lived in.
Bed size also benefits from the Silverado's expansion, to the tune of 7 inches of width thanks to GM now stamping the beds in 2 pieces. It's also stronger, which is a good thing for tough payloads. Even the 12 standard tie-down loops are stronger. And there's an optional power tailgate, which we think is cool. The Silverado comes in 8 models. The work truck comes with vinyl or cloth seats and 17-inch wheels, remote keyless entry, a USB port, 7-inch touchscreen, and Chevrolet's Infotainment 3 system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Optional safety features include front and rear parking assist, lane change alerts with blind zone warnings, and rear cross traffic alerts. Those are some good options for a base model truck. The custom trim adds 20-inch aluminum wheels and LED taillights. The Trail Boss adds a 2-inch lift and the optional Z71 off-road package, which of course requires 4-wheel drive and includes a locking rear differential, skid plates, and 18-inch Goodyear Duratrac tires for off-roading. Step up to the LT trim and there's the aforementioned optional off-road equipment. An 8-inch touchscreen comes standard, as well as a step up to the 8-speed automatic transmission from the 6-speed in lower trims. Hill descent control is also a good option for when you're coming down from all those mountains you're driving over. The LT Trail Boss includes the off-road capabilities of the custom Trail Boss. Looking for a sportier Silverado? The RST trim includes body-colored exterior trim, LED lighting, and 22s.
This high country is at the top of the Silverado trim mountain, and it is swank at the summit. Everything is covered in leather. And it's pretty comfy in here in a trucky kind of way. Both front seats are heated and ventilated, and the driver's side has 10-way power adjustment, including lumbar. Micah? It's wireless charging capable, and the storage in the center console is so big, you could probably fit a whole bucket of fried chicken in there. The Bose audio system is awesome. You know what, if I went camping, I would probably just stay in here.
6 powertrain choices are offered on the Silverado. Those larger 2 are new options and include GM's new dynamic fuel management system, which is able to use as few as 2 cylinders, cutting fuel to the rest for improved fuel economy. The diesel option is new too. Some EPA numbers weren't available for various powertrains at the time of this video's making, but here are those that are. The 4.3-liter V6 offers up 285 horsepower and 305 pound-feet of torque. The 6.2-liter V8, which is in this high-country crew cab I'm driving, has 420 horses and 460 pound-feet of torque.
With a curb weight of 5,000 pounds, a payload capacity of a little over 2,100 pounds, and towing capabilities of 12,000 pounds, I'd say that power is going to come in really handy. That's cute.
Incidentally, that's less towing capacity than the similarly powered Ford F-150, but more than the Ram 1500. And the same as the GMC Sierra, which makes sense because they share powertrains.
But how does it drive, I hear you ask? You know what? I have a really good way to find out. Why, thank you. On the road, the Silverado feels sturdy and solid, but surprisingly untrucky. It actually drives like a much smaller vehicle. That might be thanks to Chevy shaving off up to 450 pounds depending on which Silverado you drive.
The Silverado makes easy work of curvy mountain roads and is maneuverable enough to not get you in too much trouble when parking in relatively tight spots.
The High Country's more refined road manners are partly due to a 10-speed automatic transmission with which it is equipped. Shifts are quick and smooth.
Its tight ratios keep the engine closer to peak power when at full throttle. It also makes for easier operation when towing. It's too bad this transmission is only an option on the LT trim and above with the diesel or 6.2-liter engine.
The cabin is quiet. I don't hear the road, and there's no notable vibration or noise coming from the engine when that DFM system is doing its thing. You know, if someone was looking for a mid-size crossover alternative with more utility and towing capacity, then the Silverado drives nicely enough that it should be considered an option.
Base price on the work truck will cost you around $31,200, including destination. Our tricked out High Country, which is at the top of the spending spectrum, is more like $67,000. This one also has the deluxe package that includes safety features like forward collision alert, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, low-speed forward automatic braking. It also has sunroof, all-season tires, as well as the tech package that gives us the surround vision camera and head-up display.
Those safety features come in handy, especially in a big truck like this. Sometimes little things like Miatas or cyclists are really hard to see. You know, I kind of feel like the blind spot warning is pretty much on all the time in this thing.
The purchasing sweet spot, though, is probably the LT trim that starts at just under 40 large and comes standard with the 5.3-liter engine and the 8-speed transmission, but is optional with the diesel engine mated to the 10-speed. It also opens up more optional packages that include tilting and telescoping steering wheel and navigation. If you're in the market for a full-size truck, the 4th-generation Silverado has a lot of competition to check out, including the F-150, Sierra, Ram 1500, and even the Nissan Titan and Toyota Tundra.
But the Silverado has a lot of great qualities to consider. It's well equipped, nicely powered, and a good-looking truck that rides nicely on the road. See? No splashy helicopter entrance necessary.